You're listening to
The Lights Out Lounge podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Lights Out Lounge podcast. I am one half of your hosts, Jayden. To my right, we've got a brand new guest. Brianna couldn't be in today. She is busy at work doing all sorts of important stuff. So he's been on the pod before. This is a brand new guest, as I said. Please make my dad welcome Nick Maraska.
Thank you, Jayden. Thank you very much.
How you feeling, mate?
Yeah, mate. Good. Filling in for the lovely Brianna, who can't be here tonight. But yeah, here we are, mate. Yeah, looking forward to it.
You excited?
Absolutely.
You're going to show everyone at work, eh? Look at me go on
Nah,
the mic,
nah.
mate. Look at me go.
Nah, I'm always happy to help and chat a bit of F1 and whatever else you want to chat about.
Yeah, we'll get into some shit later. The Spain World Cup win.
Oh, yeah, the snooze fest.
Yeah,
Loving it.
yeah. Not worth getting up for.
Which I didn't, thank God.
You didn't, no.
No.
And I found out the other day, another podcaster mentioned it. The World Cup was at a perfect time for every country.
Except Australia.
Correct. Yeah, so we just get shafted all the time. Not good. But Spa, done, dusted.
Dusted. It's
Uh,
okay. 50-50.
I was glad. It's a rare occurrence. For those who don't know, this old geezer to my right, he is a FIFO worker. So he is only home for half the year. So it's very rare that we get to watch a race together at a reasonable time too. So,
True.
yeah, Spa, done. Thoughts?
Interesting. I thought Ferrari, look, don't get me wrong, I'm wrapped with Charles on the podium.
Yep.
I thought they exceeded expectations, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
We did get lucky with the virtual safety car, but hey, we'll take it.
Take it. Mercedes, Kimi Antonelli, mate, he's just an absolute freak. The
mate.
guy's 19.
Just sign him up, Ferrari. Get onto it. Sign him up.
He's going to be there for a long time. Well, I actually want to chat to you because I've heard Brianna's perspective. I need yours a bit later on. Silly season, I think, is coming up. A lot of transfers, especially at the top. So, and regarding George Russell. So we'll start off. Thank God it wasn't a sprint weekend because I would have lost my shit. I hate sprints. Not a fan at all. If we go to qualifying, Dad, we'll have a quick squiz. Kimi Antonelli on pole, on fire. Max Verstappen, P2.
He just doesn't go away.
Mate, you cannot count him out. And I mentioned it in the last step. Let's not forget about Max here because he wasn't in either of mine or Brianna's predictions.
He's like the Geelong of F1. He just stays there.
Just stays there,
He just
mate.
stays there.
Yeah. Lando Norris third. So McLaren on a wave. They're sort of, I don't know, it's 50-50. They're inconsistent. They're just some days, some Grand Prix weekends they're up, others they're down. Like Lando third, great. Oscar Piastri, P7.
Yeah, there's just so much discrepancy between the two. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
It's a lot to play out there.
And then our beloved Ferrari duo, 5th and 6th.
Yes. Look, unfortunately, Lewis copped another penalty there, another 5 seconds. Potentially, could have finished a little bit higher, but hey, that's how it goes,
Yeah. So, and based on, it was a good race considering we qualified P5 and P6. Lewis crashed in FP3. So the Ferrari
That's true.
Ferrari did really well to get the car ready.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But
And notwithstanding forgetting to adjust that what's the proper terminology for it? That wing guard or whatever it is when you change the hards.
Oh, no. I'm talking about quality. Not
Yeah, I
race.
know, but I'm just saying, like finishing where he did.
Oh,
even though
yeah,
he
exactly.
qualified.
Correct. Yeah. I just want to touch on quickly Aston Martin. They've got a lawnmower for a car.
They have indeed.
Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll finished or qualified 2 seconds slower than Cadillac, who are a new team.
I think Fernando he was focused on the World Cup, mate. He was like, let's go to the bar, mate. Let's watch
Jeez,
Spain
Lou,
bring
that
it
is
home."
crazy. So they've signed Adrian Newey. We had a look at the last step. He's got a salary of €30 million a year.
Doing all right for himself, just quietly.
But to be 2 seconds off Cadillac, nearly 6 seconds off pole.
Crazy.
When you look at it. So Kimi Antonelli 144.3, Lance Stroll 150.1.
Crazy. If it was a marathon, they would have been able to, the front runners wouldn't have been able to sit down, have a bit of Powerade and get going again.
Mate, that is just, you'd think it's like, based on those lap times, you'd think Q1 was wet.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like, okay,
Insane.
Stroll was 6 seconds off pole. Must have been raining in Q1.
There's always going to be that discrepancy from the top sides.
But I don't remember
top teams to the bottom teams, but this one's a bit,
I don't remember it that bad for a long time. Since I'm talking early 2010s. You know when we had those three new teams coming in, Caterham and Virgin HRT, and they were dog water.
Yeah.
Aston Martin's one of the richest teams on the grid.
Yeah.
6 seconds off pole.
It's crazy. They got some work to do.
Oh my goodness me.
Yeah, they got some work to do. Even Audi was sort of up there, you know. So
Audi. Gabby Bortoletto, P9.
Like that's a fair result for him. That really is.
Let's talk about tactics quickly. Isaac Hadjar and Max Verstappen. So Hadjar copped a penalty, obviously, for the power unit changes. So he was going to start 20th, or can't remember where he ended up starting, but he got a penalty anyway. But they got him into Q3 so that he could so Max Verstappen could use his slipstream, which helped out a lot. So when you look at it, you got a very clever,
Clever by Red Bull.
Yeah, and Hadjar playing the team game, he's not like, oh, no, I don't want him.
No, he knows where he sits in the pecking order. Don't worry about that.
I rate him a fair bit. Like, he's going to stay at Red Bull.
Yep.
He's going to stay at Red Bull for a while, Hadjar. He's taking it up to Max. So, good on him. Racing Bulls were quick. Arvid Lindblad qualified P8.
I thought the Racing Bulls were good, mate. Yeah, at one stage throughout the race, I can't remember correctly, but I'm pretty sure they were in the top 10, both of them.
Yeah. Or top 5, top 6 or something. It was stupid. I was like, mate, good lineup for sure.
Yep.
Another team that's really starting to get on my nerves is Williams.
Yeah.
James Vowers coming out a couple of years ago and saying we got the best driver lineup on the grid. Mate.
That's a little bit ambitious.
The car's just not performing at all. It's disappointing, really is.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think the Spaniards were pretty much focusing on other things that were happening later on in the evening.
Carlos Sainz, mate, he was ready to go. Let's get to race day then. Race day was a good race. To be honest, it wasn't the best Belgian Grand Prix, but there was a fair bit of action. We had to lock in for the whole race because towards the end.
Yeah, no, it was good. Couple of VSCs. There was a safety car, and Lewis decided to run over his mechanic. But thank God jokes aside. Thank God he's okay.
Well, that's happened. A reel came up today. The last time a Ferrari mechanic was run over by a driver was Kimi Räikkönen, Bahrain, broke his leg.
Yeah, right. No, if you look at that vision, very, very lucky. Like, honestly, very lucky.
We sat there going,
yeah.
Did we just say that correctly? Yeah, I thought it was AI or something.
But once again, it wasn't really Lewis's fault in my opinion. It was a team thing. He had the green light to go. So there you go.
Exactly. Very, very good race. Charles Leclerc shot up to second by turn 4.
In my eyes, driver of the day, to be quite honest. Despite, what happened. I know he got lucky with the virtual safety car, but, still held it together. And, sort of took it to Kimi there right up till the end. It was within, 0.8, 0.9, 1.2. So, yeah, good on him.
No, fair play. It was a good race, and I really enjoyed, you know what I enjoyed? The midfield battles.
Yeah.
So Alpine was scrapping with Racing Bulls, and Audi came in. Ollie Behrman and Ocon decided to collide, two teammates. It's nice at the start.
Yeah.
The big talking point at the start, though, was Lewis Hamilton taking out George Russell and beached him.
Well, I must admit I wasn't too upset about that. But
just I don't know. You got a Lewis Lego set there, Lewis hat.
I'm a bit of a Lewis fan, as you can tell. The old 44 cap and the lovely Lego helmet.
Yeah,
constructed by the awesome Jayden here.
Mate, that took me 2. I was so locked in. I didn't leave my room 2 days. Just sat there.
But look, there wasn't a lot in it. Look, if you really drill into it, he deserved that 5 second, but that's racing,
Yeah, well, the uncensored George Russell radio has come out when he beached it, and
few F-bombs.
A fair few, yeah.
A few F-bombs.
Yeah, because he wasn't actually complaining about well, he was at the end of what happened, the collision, but he was saying, guys, where was the battery? I got swamped.
Where was the battery? He should never have been there.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
Why is my car in this position? Yeah.
So that was the main talking point. Why did I lose all the battery? I got swamped because if he managed to have some battery, he would have been
Possibly
P2.
could have got himself out of there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
So he got swamped. It's a big loss for him in the championship standings. He sounded dejected in the post race.
Yeah. Well,
interview.
he knows that it's probably a little bit closer than we think. With Ferrari really sort of breathing down their neck, so to speak. You know, so and he knows he's dealing with Lewis.
Yeah,
he's not dealing with
Yeah, he's not dealing with a
Lance
nobody.
Stroll, you know what I mean?
So. Anybody, you're better than him, mate, to be honest. The issue for me, where I'm starting to really get concerned, is he good enough to be in that Mercedes? Because clearly he's levels behind Kimi Antonelli in this year's car. So I don't know what's happening.
Good point.
The cars, there's no number 1 or number 2 driver at Mercedes. They're equal. So I'm not quite understanding why George Russell is seeming to struggle, because even in the quali pace, he was well off his teammate.
You don't think they're trying different things with both cars, or
I don't know, but
both equally sort of set up?
Not in today's age. He was half a second off in Q3. That's a lot. So you can't trial things on cars and then still be you can trial things on cars, but the deficit between a top team shouldn't be half a second. That's reminiscent of Verstappen against Checo.
Yeah, true.
Back in the day, you know. So that's really concerning for me. I can't quite grasp as to why the gap is so big.
Good point. He's got some work to do because you never know. The powers to be at Mercedes, they might start thinking, well, could potentially a Max Verstappen come in and get in that car and really challenge. So
well, Mercedes this season 10 for 10 for pole. They've been on pole at every race.
Yeah.
But the gap between first and fourth, and George Russell typically does well here.
Yeah.
He won 2 years ago before he got disqualified. Something's not right. Something's not adding up in that Mercedes, that car number 63. So,
got some work to do there, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. So, Hamilton 5-second penalty, was it valid? It's like 50-50. I reckon it was. But then again...
To the letter of the law, yes, he deserved it.
Yeah.
But
cold tyres, I can see why people are saying it's a racing incident.
Yeah. Sorry, mate, to be fair, he probably thought that, that Russell was going to go because, exactly like he said, I didn't have the battery. So, could that have played a part?
Potentially.
Yeah.
But, disappointing. We'll get into the standings a little bit later. But, look, I was really impressed with Kimi Antonelli. The guy's 19 and he's just streaks.
Mate, I'll tell you, I'm not being biased because he's Italian. We're Italian. I love the kid. I really do, mate. I love the kid. I can't wait till he's in the prancing horse.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to celebrate.
Are you calling it now? You're calling it now?
He'll be in a Ferrari.
Okay.
At some stage in his career. I mean, I don't know, how long has he got with Mercedes?
Let me have a
so
well, the F1 are different to like sports like AFL.
Yeah.
Kimi Antonelli drives for Mercedes. Oh my gosh, he's on a 1-year contract extension for 2026. So that was last year.
Yeah.
So he signed a 1-year deal. He will now definitely get 10 for sure.
Oh, look, they'll throw whatever they can at him. However, it's up to him to negotiate a contract where, does he leave the window open for a Ferrari seat? Does Ferrari have a chat to him and say, listen, enjoy your next couple of years at Mercedes. Once Lewis retires, you're in the hot seat. And, mate, as an Italian kid growing up, it'd be a dream.
Oh, it'd be there for sure. It'd be in the back of his mind. But I think the money, like he's on €3 million. Like that's nothing that's nothing for a driver of Obviously Mercedes couldn't have predicted what's happened so far, but he will get that salary will
Oh,
to be tenfold.
That's going to grow by,
Yeah.
Yep.
So
100%.
whether he goes to Ferrari at some stage, look, we're talking a long time. I can see him at Mercedes for the next 10 years, to be honest.
Look, Mercedes, look, they're going to fight hard to keep him.
Mm.
It's just, look, money does talk. At the end of the day, Ferrari got a lot of it, and we know that.
Yeah. But are you suggesting they're having a chat with Kimi now, Ferrari, saying we expect you to re-sign at Mercedes, but when we get rid of Lewis Hamilton, or when Lewis Hamilton decides to retire?
I wouldn't say get rid of. When Lewis decides to depart, I think he deserves that right.
Yeah. But I can't see him going anywhere. It'll be I can see it like Lewis, 10 years, 12 years at Mercedes, and then at the end, last 3. It depends. It depends on.
Yeah, I see. Kimi's a bit different to Lewis. I mean, Lewis obviously a British driver, Mercedes in the juniors and whatnot. Same with Kimi, but being Italian, growing up in that region, surely deep down,
you have to.
There's a love and a passion there for the prancing horse. But don't know. There's lots of different things to happen to get it done. But look, at the end of the day, who would replace Lewis?
Well, this is what I can't understand. So Toto Wolff snatched Kimi Antonelli for the Mercedes Academy very early, which is where Ferrari have gone wrong.
I agree with that.
And the person they've gone after, who's currently he came through the academy, is Ollie Behrman. He went through the Ferrari Academy. So I would say he's next in line, unless there's a massive shake-up when Lewis does end up retiring or leaving Ferrari. Do Ferrari go after Piastri? Do they go after Behrman? Do they go after George Russell? I can't see it, to be honest.
There's lots of different pieces to the puzzle there.
Yeah.
Piastri potentially is another one. Yes, you're dead right.
That'll be sick. First Aussie for Ferrari. How mint would that be?
To me, that's equal Kimi, mate.
Yeah.
An Italian for an Italian.
Yeah. That's very good.
Imagine a world with Piastri and Antonelli.
Oh, mate. Get the champagne out.
Champagne.
Get it out now. Back to the race. Max Verstappen third he finished 5.5 seconds clear of Lewis Hamilton in fourth. So if Lewis Hamilton, when you put it into perspective and do the maths, he copped a 5-second penalty. He also nearly killed his mechanic. So let's say that's a loss of 10 seconds. Lewis Hamilton would have finished third. If both of those factors didn't come into play.
I wouldn't say 10 with the mechanic, but definitely 5, obviously, with the penalty. Probably lost 2.5.
With the mechanic?
With the mechanic.
Well, he stopped to check on him as well.
Yeah. So there's 7.5. Yeah, it would have been a tasty battle.
It would have been a fight for third, yeah.
It would have been a tasty battle. Yeah.
Are you as a Ferrari man? I know my answer, but are you happy? Have Ferrari exceeded your expectations? Like as we go into the summer break after Hungary, have they so far exceeded?
I wouldn't say they've exceeded my expectations. I think they've met my expectations. Right. I think we were all buoyant about where they'd be this year. To be honest, I didn't see Mercedes being so dominant.
You know who did? Brie.
Well done, Brie.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah, awesome. I didn't see Mercedes to be so dominant this year. Fair game to them. Good luck. Anytime Toto's involved, mate, they're going to be fighting. So, McLaren for me is a big disappointment. But yeah, I did see Ferrari top 3 there, and that's exactly where they are. So they didn't exceed my expectations. They've probably met my expectations.
Yeah,
I know Lewis needed 12 months to get into it. And I think he's done that. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy just because, another thing, I think Lewis signed for Ferrari for this season.
Yeah, 100%.
I think when John Elkann, Ferrari's chairman, went to him and said, listen, we're not confident that we'll have the best car in 2025.
But 2026, we're cranking.
So let's give you 12 months in a shit car.
Yeah.
And then 2026, we know we're going to be absolutely, we're going to be up there.
And to be honest, I think they're still fighting. You had a DNF yesterday for George.
Yeah.
Who's to say, look, I love the kid, but who's to say Kimi doesn't have a DNF down the road and all of a sudden, it's neck and neck.
Oh, we saw that at Silverstone.
Yeah, and when the pressure comes and you've got Lewis behind you, in any race, you're going to be under the pump because he's not going to let up. And look, and don't forget Charles. brilliant driver. So yeah, it's exciting. I like it. We needed it. Because last year it was snooze fest.
Last year was really bad. I was concerned for Lewis's because I knew they wouldn't be up the top, but I didn't think they'd be that bad. He had like 6 Q1 exits in a row, and I'm thinking we've signed the wrong guy. Yeah. So thank God it's coming to fruition now.
I never thought we signed the wrong guy.
Well, he said he goes on.
At times I did have doubts whether he still had the passion.
Yeah.
But I still had faith in who he was. I mean, you can't just turn the tap off. So and then this year he showed he still got it. So
well, that last year when Lewis said, I'm clearly not good enough anymore. I'm useless. They were his words. I was going, I was getting scared.
You had a bit of a Damien Hardwick moment.
Yeah. Bree and I was sitting here going, we've messed up. We've messed up. We'll chat about Damien Hardwick a bit later in our segment because we got a fair bit to talk about. Gold Coast stink. Here we go.
I'm never picking them again.
No. Let's get to.
I said that last week.
You did. Predictions. So our predictions were done last week, and I think Brianna has not performed as well as she has previously.
Okay. And the predictions?
So the predictions are in. The predictions were done last week. We're now going to go through the results. I feel for Brianna because this happened to me last year for like 4 weeks in a row where I was just like she ran away with this.
Dog poo.
Yeah. So biggest flop, I said George Russell. I said it's either a retirement or a win.
All right.
And he retired on lap 1.
You got
taken out
nailed it.
by Lewis. So they are points for me. Bree said Carlos Sainz. She said bottom 3. He ended up finishing just outside. He was bottom 4. He finished 16th. So how we calculate that? Bottom 3 means of the cars that don't retire, you got to be in that 3.
Okay.
So
she was just unlucky there.
3 cars retired, and then it was Alonso last on the track, Bottas, Ocon, then Carlos Sainz.
Yeah,
so
right.
she just missed it. My good surprise was Ollie Behrman. Do you know about me and Ollie Behrman? It's love, hate, me and him.
Love-hate relationship.
Yeah. So every time I tell him, every time that I say...
Every time you put in a prediction, he lets you down.
Pretty much. Biggest flop. I said biggest flop. He ends up getting points. Good surprise. He ends up finishing 14th. I said for me to get the points, he has to get points, and he didn't.
Yep.
P14. So that's fun. Brianna said her good surprise, and she came close. McLaren, both in the top 5. Very close. So we know Oscar Piastri was 5th. Lando Norris 7th. But I was getting scared because when Lando Norris stayed out and then put fresh tyres on, he was faster than anyone on the track. And I'm going, he's gonna get
true
close to a top 5 finish for both cars here. So that was a little bit naughty, considering Lewis Hamilton was slow after they didn't do his adjustments on the front wing. So Hamilton only finished 1.7 seconds ahead of Piastri.
That was disappointing. That's before old mate nearly went to hospital. But anyway.
Mate, that was so scary. Pole position, I said Charles Leclerc. Do not get that. We just had no quali pace. Pole, Brianna said George Russell, and she does not get that. We all know Kimi just stormed away with it in the end.
Yep.
Third place, I said Lewis Hamilton. I got close. He came P4. She said Charles Leclerc. She was close. He got P2. Second, I said Leclerc. I get because he got P2. Second for Brianna was George Russell in the gravel. Not ideal. P1, I said Kimi Antonelli. I get. And she said first Lewis Hamilton, which she unfortunately does not get. My wild card. Do you know what our wild cards are about?
Yeah.
So it's plus 5 points for any
Who did you have?
I had Aston Martin to get a points finish.
Cool.
Not happening.
Ba-bum.
Yeah, so Lance Stroll with a cheeky retirement and Fernando Alonso 2. He got lapped twice.
Fernando Alonso, he was already thinking about it
in Madrid. Yeah. So to get lapped twice around Spa, the longest track on the calendar, that's not good.
Snooze fest.
Yeah. Brianna's wild card was a Ferrari 1-2. because it has not been achieved under the current driver lineup we've got. So it's never happened. Can you believe it? So I think, that unfortunately for Brianna, that is 0 points this week. I get points, but I cannot remember how much. I'll calculate it later, but I do increase my lead by a little bit. So Brianna will have to bounce back before the summer break. Are you happy with... did you have any predictions? Anyone at work or anyone actually at your work talk about F1 or not?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Yeah. Actually, one of the boys, he's just left for a new project. He's right into it. He's a bit of a Oscar fan, obviously.
Yep.
But there's a few F1 fans.
Good.
Absolutely. Yeah. We have a bit of a general chat. Yeah. Look, it was just turned out to be one of those races where you kind of, you're on pole, you get pole, and away you storm with it, top three. So
yep. Let's talk about, before we get into the trade talk, I reckon, for F1 drivers. Hamilton's penalty for unsafe pit release has been confirmed. Ferrari have been fined for the incident.
Yeah.
This is crazy on F1's website. Ferrari have been fined following an incident during the Belgian Grand Prix where Lewis Hamilton knocked down a mechanic and he was unsafely released from his pit box. I was going to say, we spoke about it last night when it happened. There's no way you can penalise Lewis Hamilton for that.
No, definitely not.
Lights gone green.
Yeah. Well, and hence why that it's a team fine. Lights green, you get to go, you go.
Yeah.
It's disappointing. Look, these things do happen. Fortunately, the mechanic's fine. Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
I guess just get some learnings from it and move on.
Yeah.
I'm sure the fine won't worry him too much. Let's face it.
Yeah.
It's Ferrari.
Well, this is the fine that they've... I want you to guess.
Do we have a monetary value on the fine?
We do. I want you to guess what the fine is. And it's a bit weird. I need you to... You're
Pounds
smarter.
or euros?
It's euro.
50,000 euro fine.
Less.
25.
Higher, just.
27.
Higher.
30.
Yeah.
30,000 euro.
Yeah, but this is where... I need you to explain this to me. I don't even know if you know it or what it means.
30,000 euros, probably about 50,000 Aussie.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's probably 2 tyres.
So, following the investigation of the Belgian Grand Prix, the stewards subsequently investigated the unsafe release and decided to hand Ferrari a fine of 30,000 euros, of which 10,000 euros is suspended for 12 months.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Okay, so what that means is if they have another incident similar or equal to what's just happened, they will incur that fine.
Right.
Yeah, so at the moment, what is it, 30,000?
So 30 and 10 of it's suspended.
Right, so 20,000, hand that over. Yep. Thank you very much. 10,000, we're going to keep it in the back pocket.
Right.
FIA.
Yep.
Do it again, you're copping a new one plus 10,000.
Right, okay. But what's the point in that? I don't know.
I think it's designed to... keep them on alert. Oh, 10,000.
Yeah, but it's a freak accident. Like, it's not...
I know.
They didn't purposely try to run over the mechanic.
It does happen, like in sports. I think the AFL do something similar.
Yeah, but that's for, disciplinary actions. This is just a weird freak of...
Yeah, look, it is what it is. But you know what? Jokes aside, let's not worry about the monetary value because Ferrari would have gone, gee, thanks very much, mate. I'll tell you what, here's 100,000. Yeah. You know what I mean? For good luck.
Did you see the stock market when Hamilton won in Barcelona?
Yeah, I know, it went crazy, mate. Yep.
Went up 5% overnight.
Yeah.
Mental.
Interesting to see what their revenue is per hour. I dare say it's probably more than...
Well, we got AI here. Should we have a quick squeeze?
Yeah, have a look. Ferrari's revenue per hour, I dare say it's more than 50,000 euro. But yeah, like I keep saying, mate, thank God he's okay. He's got, he's a human being. Everyone's got family, friends, loved ones.
You ready for this?
Go for it, mate. I reckon I nailed it.
How much did you say?
Well, I reckon it's more than 50,000 euro per hour.
Yeah, so I'll give you a hint. It's 6 figures.
6 figures per hour.
Correct. What is it? In Aussie dollar, I've got the figure.
I wouldn't have a clue, mate. Who knows? Okay.
Based on the recent fiscal numbers, Ferrari generates roughly 880,000 Aussie dollars in revenue per hour.
There you go.
This is calculated from an annualized net revenue of about 7.1 billion euros, which breaks down to around 19.4 million euro per day.
So, in all honesty, do you think they're worried about 30,000 euro fine and 10 of it suspended?
Probably
Please.
not. Probably not. That is mental. 880,000 an hour.
Please.
That's bigger than I thought. Ronaldo's contract was big, mate. That's
Move on, mate. You
that's
know what
next
I mean?
level.
Next
Far out.
level.
How are they because how are they doing that? Because it's very rare you see a Ferrari road car on the road.
In Australia, yes. Pretty
Yeah,
much
but-
Perth.
But Ferrari worldwide, a Ferrari car is considered rare.
Okay, they are rare. They're there. Worldwide, I mean, here's another one. You know, what's their sales? Ferrari sales worldwide per annum.
Okay.
But I would say if you were to break up their revenue stream,
Mm.
I'm going to go out and make a bold claim here.
Yeah.
Right? Be interesting to see how close I am to reality.
Mm. What the net revenue they get?
I would say their revenue generated by Ferrari
Mm.
is not by their vehicle sales is not their greatest. I reckon they generate more revenue from merch, ticketing, appearances and sponsorship.
Okay.
Sponsorship's a big one.
Yep.
Massive.
Well, I've got the global sales performance summary per year.
This would be interesting.
So the annual figure of cars they sell is 13,640. So that's really rare. That's
Is there a monetary value there?
correct.
And it is?
It is 7.1 billion euro with a net profit of 1.6 billion.
Okay, so 7 billion euro is generated from vehicle sales.
Just vehicle sales, which takes up 24% of the global luxury performance car shares.
Okay, now what is their total revenue for everything, Ferrari, per annum?
I love this. We're going business in the pod. What am I typing in? Total revenue generated?
For Ferrari per annum. Or last fiscal year or whatever.
It's that. So 13. So sorry, that figure. So global sales. Global sales must mean everything.
I was going to say, that
Yeah.
seems a bit excessive just for vehicles.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see the breakup. Maybe that's something you can do, Jay. You can release on the next pod.
Regional breakdown of deliveries.
Okay.
Okay, so Europe, Middle East, and Africa, they take up 46.5%.
Uh-huh.
The Americas take up about 4,000 cars. Pacific Asia, which is including us, is 2,416. And China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan is 941.
Yeah, so Pacific Asia is still big. 2,000 odd Ferraris running around each year.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, there's some research for you, Jay.
Yeah, hang on. I've just got it here. It's just recommended me to look at Formula One team and merchandising.
Okay.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just interesting because I reckon Ferrari's total revenue per annum, I reckon it's a greater portion of that would be, like I said, sponsorship, merch.
Yep. Well, Ferrari's sponsorship, commercial, and brand business segment generated 820 million euro
Yeah, right.
in the most recent full fiscal year, marking an aggressive 22% growth year over year. That's probably
That's
heavily
Lewis.
influenced by Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis related.
So yeah, that's good. Good to know that £30,000 is nothing for them. So
30,000 euro.
it's 30,000 euros.
Yeah.
Sorry. So what's that to us? Like buying a Mars bar.
30,000 euro to Ferrari. Honestly, mate, it's like what they spend on the canteen there at the cafe bar
Yeah.
with the coffee pods and the cornettos and the cannolis with the chocolate in it
Yeah.
for the staff members.
Can I get a flat white? Thanks, mate. Yeah, it's 50,000 euro.
But
30,000.
but yeah, so look, I guess that they have to find
Some value. Yeah.
some value, and they can't base it on it's Ferrari. Let's find them 50 million euro.
Well, I was going to say, if that was a Haas car, if that was
Correct.
Haas, would that be 30,000?
Correct.
Has to be,
Yeah,
eh?
correct.
Did you know, before we move on to other stuff, Kimi Antonelli's been in 3 movies.
I did not know that.
He's 19, he's an actor as well. So he's been in Italian Race, which released in 2016. The Seat, which I think is a document. Well, it says it's a movie. Came out last year. And Baby Racer. came out in 2021.
Was he part of the movie, F1 movie, or not?
No.
Kimi? No.
But yeah, he's got some time in front of the camera. Yeah.
Good on you. He's got the looks, hasn't he?
Camera set action. Yeah.
He's got the looks. He's
He
definitely
does.
got the girls get the kills. The kills get the girls.
I think he's got a girlfriend, mate. Let's quickly now touch on, me and Bree talked about it last week, and again, it was ramped up this weekend. Max Verstappen, Oscar Piastri. Who's going where? Is Max staying put? Does Max want to still be at Red Bull? I don't think so.
Look, interesting. Does Max want to stay at Red Bull? I think it's here nor there for Max himself, but I reckon his old man would definitely entertain a switch.
He'd be a lot happier now that Christian Horner's gone.
Christian's moved on, yes.
Yep.
But
He didn't
he's
like
just got something about him, old Yoss,
Yeah.
that would say, you know what, let's go.
Do you reckon he heavily influences his career? I'd say so. Like, well, not heavily influenced, but it's
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't say heavily, but if the old man said, listen, son, I think you should consider this, I reckon Max would consider it. And look, let's face it, money talks. So,
yeah.
and longevity too. Like, you know, they might say, here, Max is 5 years. How old's Max?
29.
You know, Max, here's 5 years, mate. Go for it. Here's a car, you know?
Max Verstappen's still in his 20s, bro.
I know, it's crazy.
That is
You know
mental,
what? That's
mate.
actually scary.
Let me just confirm his age. He's definitely under 30. He's 28.
Oh, that's scary.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's
dude.
scary.
He's 28, bro.
Yeah. No, that's scary. That just, you know, hats off to him. What he's achieved at 28.
Mate, that is incredible.
Actually, how does his career highlights versus Lewis? Like at 28, he's won how many's Max won?
Max has won 4.
Right. And at 28, how many did Lewis won?
At 28, Lewis
The
Hamilton.
great debate.
Lewis Hamilton at 28 years old won. How old was he in what year was it when he was 28? 2013. Won.
Wow.
Won, and he won his second at 29. And then from there, he just exploded and got to 7.
Wow. So there you go.
So at 28 years old, Lewis Hamilton had 1 driver's title. Max Verstappen had.
So what does
4.
that tell you?
But then again, Nick, Dad, the
Thanks, Jade. No worries, son.
for those who don't know, I call my dad by his Italian name. Back then in F1, it was never like coming in at 19 was rare. You know, like Max Verstappen Max Verstappen was in a Red Bull at 18.
Yeah.
He started off at Toro Rosso at 17.
Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton made his debut at 23 years old.
I was there for
Or
that too,
20
incidentally.
22, sorry.
You
were there.
I was in Melbourne.
You witnessed the great man's debut.
I witnessed the great man's debut. And in fact, I remember talking to my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
He's going to be something, this kid. This kid's going to be something.
Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton.
So you knew, leaving that track at Albert Park.
I left Albert Park
Yeah.
knowing this kid's going to do something. I just knew. You could tell.
Oh.
Yeah, you could tell. The way he was driving, his aggressiveness, his demeanour. I thought, you know what? This kid's got it, and I nailed it, mate.
That's an honour, mate.
Yeah,
You were
absolutely.
at Lewis Hamilton's first Formula One
I
Grand
was
Prix.
indeed.
First entry, 2007 Australian Grand Prix.
And how's this? We were both at Kimi's.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if that's got anything to do with it, mate.
I don't know. It's mental. It is crazy.
Talking about that record we just spoke about, 28 versus Max 4 versus Lewis 1. How many's Kimi going to have at 28?
That's true. He's 19. So
He's got 9 years.
Yeah. 9 years to get, 4?
Yeah.
9 years to get 1.
That just makes us, that just saying that still makes Max's record pretty phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, he had the car. He's a great driver, fantastic driver. So where does this put, when you look at everything into perspective, does Max leave F1 at the end of this year or next year? Does he change teams? Does he go to GTR cars? Because he loves driving those more at the moment than
I can't
FF.
see Max leaving F1. He loves it, mate. He loves it.
I don't know if he does, man. I can't see it.
He loves it.
I don't think he loves it at Red Bull.
If Mercedes gave him a car which is competitive, which I'm sure they will,
Yeah.
I can't see Max not staying in F1. they came to him and said, listen, here's 5 years. Like I said, here's 5 years.
Mm.
Here's 80 million a year.
Yeah.
I don't know how the salary caps work and that with F1, but, because they'd have to remunerate Kimi quite well as well.
Yeah.
But, here's 80 million, say, euro for 5 years.
Yep.
That's 400 million euro.
Yeah. It's a lot of money.
That's a hell of a lot of money, right? So you can't tell me you won't jump at it.
And this is the topic of discussion I was having with Bree. Bree disagrees with me saying that George Russell is the man that will get pushed out. She believes it'll probably go towards Oscar at McLaren, which I also believe, and that's probably the best. But I said as a wild card, I said if he goes to Mercedes, George is gone for sure.
I don't think Oscar will get. I don't think Oscar will get pushed.
Mate.
I think Oscar will decide to leave.
Well, he could walk, yeah.
It depends on his contract. I'm not sure how that's set up.
Bree's argument was at Mercedes that Kimi Antonelli and Max Verstappen would not be a good fit because they are both. Let's say Kimi goes on to win the title.
Who's that? Sorry, Kimi and Max.
Max at Mercedes, right? And I can sort of see where she's coming from here. Because they're such quality drivers and they don't want to be number one or number two, it could actually end up being a negative for them. Can you say that, or do you reckon? I'm in the sense of yes.
I think
no.
she's got a very valid point there. The only way they could potentially do it is if they have a discussion with Max and say, listen, we're going to back you in, but there's no preference here.
Yeah.
There's no preference. There is no 1 and 2. You're equal.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said they have to be equal.
And he would have to understand that, and he would have to agree to that.
Yeah.
If he's not, then yeah, Bree's 100% correct. Don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. I can see that happening under those circumstances. But then again, if there's talks that they're linked, like Max and Mercedes, and George Russell gets pushed out, where does George go? It's just a straight swap to Red Bull?
I'd say so. I mean, I couldn't see George. I mean, where could he go other than Red Bull?
Because I'll be honest, I can't see Max, even though there's talk about it, I can't see him in a McLaren.
No.
I can see him more in a Mercedes than a McLaren.
No, I think Toto will go for him. But look, in all this conversation about driver swaps, where does it sit contractually? What is George's contract at the moment?
So I know that Max Verstappen is there at Red Bull till 2028. George Russell is at Mercedes until the end of next year.
Okay.
So he has a 1+1 deal that extends through the 26th season. The agreement features a specific performance-related clause which allows Russell to automatically renew his seat for 2027 if certain performance targets are met. Which at the moment, I don't think they are, mate.
Is it published?
It's not published, no. But I would say it'll have to be Mercedes probably knew.
Well, that's probably why he was in tears.
Yeah. Probably going into 26. So let's say this contract was signed last year. Obviously it was. They would have known their car would have been at the top. And they would have said, we need you to have at least 6 race wins, 4 pole positions.
In saying that, like a lot of the things are out of his control. Like he got taken out by Lewis yesterday. That's out of his control.
But look at quality. He's half a second off his teammate.
Yeah, maybe the wins, they could have been KPIs.
Yeah.
Poles potentially could have been KPIs. Look, we're only speculating. We don't really know.
But I'd be concerned if I was. So
Mercedes. That's published. It's a performance-based renewal.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a 1+1 that extends. So yeah.
Yeah. So who knows what the KPIs were? But yeah, it's definitely. That makes it even more intriguing.
And that was published October 28th, 2025.
Okay, so if the KPIs aren't met, he doesn't have a seat for 27.
Correct.
Right. So what's Max's again? Sorry?
Max is through to the end of 28.
But Max being Max, he would have a clause in there. He could walk at any stage. So that means nothing.
Yeah,
Red Bull.
He even said here, the quote when he re-signed George Russell, it is something I haven't actually said publicly, but the deal is if I'm performing next year, we have a specific clause that if I reach a target, we will automatically renew for 27.
Yeah, similar to AFL players.
So my seat for 2027 is in my own hands.
Yeah, a lot of these older players have clauses.
Yeah.
You know, you play X amount and you automatically get a 12-month extension.
So again, this is what I'm talking about, right? This is why I can see Max in a Mercedes. George Russell only got a 1 year +1 deal from Mercedes.
Which shows you that there's not a
They're
lot
not
of faith.
they're not confident to extend him for more than 2 years, 3
Correct.
years.
Yeah, correct.
Keeping the door open for Max
Yeah.
Verstappen.
And
That's why
that'll be highlighted once Kimi's contract ends. You watch the contract they're going to throw at him.
7 years,
He'll get
70
years.
million, 8 years. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So
Like, what are we talking about? That's what I'm saying. I can't see Max Verstappen at McLaren. I can see him in a Mercedes, man.
it could be a straight swap, mate. You're dead right. And look, you know what? It might be better for George to go to Red Bull.
I can see if Russell goes to Red Bull with Hadjar, that's a strong lineup.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think Hadjar will be outperforming Russell. You never know, but that's a good lineup.
I mean, it just depends on what sort of car they put out on the paddock. But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll leave that there. We'll quickly we're heading towards the end. Have you enjoyed it so far, mate?
Oh, I had a ball. It's great.
Loved it. Beautiful.
Yeah. What best sitting down with your son talking F1?
That's right. Beautiful. Let's go over the driver standings quickly. Kimi Antonelli extends his lead at the top. He is now on 204 points. He is 45 points clear of second place man Lewis Hamilton, who overtook George Russell, who is 5 points behind him in third. Charles Leclerc P4 on 126. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri 5th and 6th. Max Verstappen and Isaac Hadjar 7th and 8th. Verstappen is 1 point behind Piastri.
You know what? Put my Sly hat on.
Yep.
I take a 5-second penalty to come second.
Oh, yeah.
Good on you, Lewis.
Yeah. So, again, that's probably another thing. You know, Mercedes, 3 races into the year, could you imagine Lewis Hamilton being second ahead of Russell in the standings?
Nah,
Probably not.
Not with the vehicle they got.
Nah.
Not with the car they got on the paddock there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right.
And fun fact, Fernando Alonso is somehow still ahead of Nico Hulkenberg.
Mate, surely Fernando retires at the end of this year, surely.
Well, he's got a kid. She's either had the kid or it's on the way. Like he's 81. So now it's...
he's got his seniors card.
Yeah.
He's eligible for, subsidised pharmaceuticals. What are you doing, mate?
He needs to... Yeah, credit to him, the longevity's mate. Like, he's 43.
Mate, whatever he eats, show it to me. Give it to me.
Mate, he's 40.
He's 43 going on
He's
14.
44, sorry.
44 going on 14.
He'll be 45 next week.
It's crazy.
Could you drive an F1 car at 45?
Mate,
Probably
I'm struggling to drive a T-Rock at 50.
It's just full on, man. And, mate, he's just... Credit to him. I loved him when he was at Ferrari. Everyone did. Let's quickly go over the constructors quickly before we do our external sports and other stuff we like to talk about. Mercedes on top, 358 points. Ferrari on 285. McLaren, third on 195. Red Bull, 151.
Let's face it.
The only team... Yeah.
It's 1-2, mate. Let's just battle for the championship.
Battle is heading up for 7th, 8th and 9th. Haas on 21 in 7th. 8th is Williams on 11. Audi 1 point behind P9 in 10 on 10 points.
How many points has Audi got? Sorry, 10 points.
10 points. All
It's
10
all right.
all 10 are from Gabby Bortoletto. Hulkenberg still yet to score. Aston Martin on 1 and Cadillac on 0, even though Cadillac are performing much better than the Astons.
Bortoletto's keeping them in the race.
For Audi, yeah, he's good. That's it. That's it for this weekend. Thoroughly enjoyed the race. It was
good race.
Yeah.
Great pod.
Great pod, great app. Let's quickly touch on now. This is where I close the laptop to talk about external sports. Spain, congratulations. They've won the World Cup.
Vamos.
I really wanted that to happen. I did not want Argentina to win again.
Look, I don't hate Argentina. I must admit, you look at Messi and what he's achieved in his career.
Would you say, is he the GOAT?
If he's not, he's close.
No, he is. I'm a Ronaldo fan, but I think he is, man.
Look, if he's not, he's close. And every time we talk about goats, not the ones with 4 legs, the sportsmen. Every time we talk about goats, we tend to forget the past. So if you're talking about the greatest of all time in the modern era, it's hard to go past Messi. If you're talking about the greatest of all time, where would you put him?
He's top 3.
Pele, Maradona. Is he there?
Yeah, he's there.
Bad Joe. All those guys.
No, he's there.
You know what I mean? Del Piero.
I was going to say, you know who's apparently flying under the radar, and Italians love this man so much?
Yeah.
Paolo Maldini.
He's a legend, mate. AC Milan.
He's a centre back of the gods.
Talk about parking the bus, mate. He was a whole bus terminal.
He was.
You know what I mean?
Mate. Yeah, I'm just glad. Like, Lamine Yamal is an absolute weapon. Ferran Torres scored the goal. That game, by the way, so I got up at 3 a.m. Let's do a quick story time. So the race had concluded. And
Race had finished.
I said to you, are you getting up? And you said?
No.
Straight answer.
11 p.m. or close to it. Belgian wrapped up. Had a cup of tea. And I said to my son, no, I'm not doing it, Jay. Sorry, mate, I can't do it. And you know what? I get up, I look at the score, and I'm glad I didn't get up.
No, it was...
By all reports, it was a snooze fest.
It was... No, look, in terms of goals, snooze fest.
And then Argentina decided to turn it into UFC at the end.
Mate, they were going off. But Argentina's goalkeeper, Emi Martinez, he was a weapon. It genuinely could have been like 6-0.
12-0.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Spain are just so well-rounded. They've now won the 2 major tournaments in a row, the Euro and the World Cup.
And they only conceded, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure you've closed the laptop, you can't check it. I'm pretty sure they've only conceded 2 goals.
I think it's 2 for
the whole tournament. That's crazy. That's insane.
Well, they do it, look, just the way they structured, like they made Spain look like a daycare centre.
They did.
Sorry, they made France.
France. Yeah.
Like Mbappe was nowhere for that game, and then the final, it was just peppering and peppering and peppering. Yeah. If it wasn't for Martinez, as I said, it could have been 8-0.
How good for the manager. Like, he's a guy that pretty sure got relegated to, he was coaching like a 3rd division league or something. Yeah. All of a sudden, he's taken the national side to the World Cup, you know?
Yeah. The World Cup win, the Euro win.
It's crazy. Good on him.
Fair play, yeah.
Vamos, mate. Yeah, get the paellas going. What about our mate Donald Trump there? He decided he was part of the team there.
I'm not saying he's out. He doesn't know us personally. But, he's questionable with his antics on there.
Thank God you can, these days, you can use AI to, crop him out.
Yeah. Well, the president was saying... He stepped away and he said, you got to come with me. And he's just there. We're going to do this one. Yeah.
Look, did he do one of these?
Nah. If he whipped that out, that would have gone viral, honestly. What about our beloved Freo Dockers?
Oh, look. How good. How good. Look, I'm not going to get carried away. Lately, we have a great game and then, a not so great game. We succumbed to GWS, who incidentally lost to the Bombers, who've won 2 games in 375 years. Look, it's just so hard to predict this year. But, our mighty Freo Dockers, they're just doing enough. They're 3 games clear on top of the ladder.
Yep.
So, barring a catastrophe, touch wood.
Yeah,
got no wood here. Barring a catastrophe, we'll finish top 2.
Yep.
And if you want to have any chance at winning of the premiership, you need, from a WA perspective, you need to finish top 2. Mm-hmm. You get your first 2 home games. Hopefully you get them done. Mm-hmm. And you're in the big dance.
Beautiful.
We haven't lost at home this year, so your trend is your friend. So, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't know if you can tell my dad loves the Freo Footy Club. I don't know if you can tell.
You can't tell, but look, it's been a long time coming. Mm-hmm. 10 years they've been sort of rebuilding. Yep. 2016, the likes of Ross Lyons' era was sort of coming to an end.
Yep.
Enter JL. He had a lot of haters. And a lot of people questioning his coaching ability. But it never deterred him from staying the course of, this is what I'm going to do and I'm not going to listen to yous. I'm just going to do what I think's best for the footy club.
Yep.
He surrounded himself with some really good people. I think to make a great club, it's not just the players, it's not just the coach. It's collectively everyone from the water people, physios, the strength and
The
conditioning.
water people.
You know, the strength and conditioning, the the recruiting. David Walls.
Yeah.
The guy's a magician, mate. You know, Josh Tracy, Isaiah Dudley, all these guys. He goes and plucks out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I don't want to bang on too much about Freo, but yeah,
I think
good
you've
on
done
him.
enough. All right.
Yeah, that's it. Over to you.
Right. In other news, in the UFC, Dricus du Plessis, or Dricus, however you say his name, however you want to pronounce
It's a
it.
South African fella, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beat Kamaru Usman just destroyed him. Unanimous decision, not
Yeah.
even close. So that was good to see that. He's a beast. And yeah. Oh, Golden State Warriors won the NBA Summer League. So that's like the
GSW. What about
GSW.
gunshot
Gunshot.
wound, mate? What about when's Kostya Tszyu on that? Not Kostya Tszyu,
Next
Tim
Sun-
Tszyu. Sorry,
Tim Tszyu
I'm showing
and-
my age now. Kostya Tszyu, that's his old man.
Errol Spence versus Tim Tszyu is next Sunday.
And Jeff Fennick's in his corner too now, eh?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that'll be good. And not far from NBL. When's that start?
Pretty soon as well, I think.
Yeah.
So
Hey, shout out, talking basketball, shout out to my nephew. He won the championship there, or whatever they were doing there. Can't remember now.
some champs. Congratulations.
Is it Winter Champs?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Well done.
Winter Champs.
Congratulations.
Mark and Ethan, good on
Yep.
you, boys.
No worries. All right. Well, I think that sums it. Long ep. So we are close to 1 hour. So thank you, mate, for coming on. We really do
It's
appreciate
been a pleasure,
it.
mate. Thank you.
Brianna is upset she couldn't be here today, but work
okay.
commitments. Look,
Happy to fill in, mate.
she's got a really cool job, so she loves
He
it.
does have a cool job.
And we will see you very shortly. Brianna's back here very soon for the Hungarian Grand Prix. In 2 weeks
The big preview.
before we go to the summer break. What do you do in the summer break when you're not got F1? We got the footy there, don't we?
Thankfully, we've got AFL down here in Australia.
Yeah.
For the Europeans, not sure what they got. I think they just got the beach, mate, coming in mid-August.
Well, yeah, that's right, because everyone's
That's
off.
why they call it the summer break. Yep, they can't enjoy the sunshine, and they got plenty of that over there at the moment in Europe. But yeah, we'll just kick back with the AFL and look forward to the NBL and then phase 2 of F1. Let's go! It's going to be a great chase for Ferrari. So
it will. Well, thank you, mate, for coming on.
No
Hope
problem,
you enjoyed, and we will see you very shortly for Hungarian Grand Prix predictions. Stay tuned. If you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, comment, give us some feedback. Brianna and I really do appreciate it. My dad, now a guest, will appreciates it. If you're on any audio streaming platform, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Audible, wherever you get us, make sure you leave a review. If you like the episode, leave a comment. Let us know your thoughts, because it helps us get better. So we appreciate every single one of you. We gained a couple new subscribers through the week. Thank you so much for subscribing. Shows that you guys are enjoying the content, which is lovely. And we will keep pushing out the content for you guys, okay? So thank you very much, and we will see you next time.
thanks, guys.
Goodbye.
If you enjoyed that episode,
Make sure to leave a like, comment, and follow for more.